Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Macbat 64 80% tutorial for the Nintendo Switch. Level 6, Tubular City, is my personal favorite level. It's very dynamic, a lot of different things going on in it, but more so than anything, some pretty interesting platforming right off the gate. So let's get started, and like most stages, we're going to begin by holding the jump button, and we're going to be holding right. So, you can see the route here immediately. I'm grabbing these coins on top of these Rubik's Cubes. So, there's a couple different routes you could take to come up these Rubik's Cubes. Like I said, I like to hold right, and when I hit this white line, I like to start flapping to get on top of that Rubik's Cube. We sort of messed it up there because I was just demonstrating, but you get the idea. Come over here. You'll just barely hit the edge. Hit this one. And then we come over here and grab the coin on top of this Rubik's Cube. There are a couple other routes you can take, though. My personal favorite is the one that I just demonstrated. But there are some other routes. Another example of a route that I've seen some people do is they come to this. They fly to this Rubik's Cube here from the beginning and try to immediately flap up to that one there to grab that coin. It is a little bit faster technically to do that, but it's quite tricky because you'll start off and you want to just barely nick that. You don't want to stand on it too long to reset your flap counter. Like so. Another route that's a little bit easier. I've seen some people fly straight into this tree and then to the coin on top of that Rubik's Cube. It's a little bit easier of a route, frankly, and definitely worth thinking about. Another route I've seen people do is they fly and get the coin on that tree and then fly from that tree over. I would avoid that route. It's not very fast in comparison. At any rate, the route I like to do is to immediately go up to that Rubik's Cube. It's kind of difficult to do so from not the level start, oddly enough. That usually ends up happening to me. So let's start the stage over and demonstrate. Again, level 6, so 5 page turns. Hold, jump, and right. Like so. Like so. And like so. So from here, fall off the left side of this cube and hold A. To go straight into that coin, then hold straight up. We're going to go into this building and grab this coin. After grabbing this coin, hold ZL to get your camera behind you, and we're going to go this way. Correction, not this way. We're going to stay against this wall. My camera did something very strange. Let's take a look at that so that it looks just a bit better. Like so. We're going to be walking into this light. Here we have an arcade machine game. We have to kill 4 enemies. The jump button fires. You can wait and kind of try to preemptively shoot where you think one might be. Save a little bit of time, but usually it's not going to pan out. That's just luck. After completing it, notice we now have a battery on the top left corner of the screen, so that's pretty cool. From here, we want to go up these stairs. You're not going to want to walk around like so and then go up. That's obviously going to take some time. The best way to do this is to flap, 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 and hold down right. You'll immediately come to this arcade machine. So this arcade machine is pretty interesting. We have to collect 6 of the little things on the ground. I think they're hearts or something. I'm not really sure. Jugs? Whatever. Anyway, we see this little guy walking around. If you bump into him, you can't collect anything. There is no penalty for it, though, beyond that. Basically, every second or so, the little jug will respawn. So, here we go. We're going to wait for him to pass, and then I'll show you. Press jump, 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 and done. Seriously, it's that simple. His positioning is somewhat random on where he starts, so you're kind of up to the mercy of what pattern the game decides to give you. From here, hold left, and you'll talk to this guy, and you'll get a copy of The Adventure of Bat 2, or Legend of Bat 2, or whatever it is. You'll want to fly up and grab that, and then turn straight around. From here, hold A. This is important. We're going to go down these stairs, and we're going to stick to the right side. Now, if you don't hold A, this is what happens. Notice how we're gliding to the bottom. It's quite a bit slower. We want to hold A so that we stay on the ground, and we go through the door. Now we're going to talk to this monkey and give him his copy of Adventure Bat to get our third battery. Now, you can walk up to him, but the battery itself spawns above him in the air. So his hitbox does extend slightly upward. Fly into him, immediately collect the battery. Turn around, and we're going to this disco floor out here. So this is a pretty interesting puzzle as a whole. It's very self-explanatory, but it's RNG as to what pattern you get. So you're going to want to fly onto this and land on this green square. Notice that another square turned green. You're going to want to jump onto it and turn it green. Now, certain patterns you can just walk, from block to block. You could technically do that with these corner ones, although I don't recommend it. It's very easy to do that and reset the whole puzzle. So let's take a look at some configurations. So again, we got a corner, we screwed it up. You see? And then we screwed it up. I wouldn't recommend walking between corners. We can walk between those. I would do a jump, then hold A. We didn't need to do a jump there, but I did anyway. Look at this pattern. And that's it. You just do that a few times, and this battery appears. As soon as the battery appears, fly into it, and now we can go to the final part of the stage. We're going to hold down right. We're going to go over to this car. Just walk straight towards it, jump over it, and hold straight up. And it'll put you into a portal where we're in the final segment of the stage. Basically, this is a ripoff of Back to the Future. From here, though, go to the right side of this line, about right here. And you can just sit here. And that's it. The level will just beat itself from this point. You can also do this on the left side. I choose to do it on the right. There's no real advantage or disadvantage to either particular side. But yeah. And obviously, the correct position on the left to just avoid the obstacles on the road it's just mirrored to the right side. But that is City. Let's take a look at the whole level quickly. Also, hold plus to skip a cutscene. Let's take a look at the whole level again, though, in full sequence. So again, hold right and jump. Whoa. Terrible. One more try. The Rubik's Cubes can be a little tough. Here we go. Hold right and jump. Very bad movement. Hold CL, turn the camera into this. We gotta shoot our little aliens. Terrible RNG. Fly around. Hold down right. 1, 2. Oops. A little early. 3, 4. A little early again. 5, 6 to the left. Grab our copy of Adventure Bat. Down the stairs. Grab the battery from the monkey. Fly into the disco puzzle. Pretty terrible RNG. And again, we're going to hold in this direction and go towards the car. Hold straight up over the car there from that angle. And get roughly this position and take a drink of water. You just beat the stage. And that's City. We're moving on towards the end of the game very rapidly.